Hello ladies and gents, I am the Rev, and this is a sneak peek to Warhammer Chaosbane. Got my hands on a beta version here. This is the second one, and we're going to take and go over it real quick here. I'm going to give you guys an idea. The game is going to be coming out on June 4th for the Standard Edition, and then the Digital Deluxe and Mangus Edition, which are more expensive. You can start playing on May 31st. Now we're going to have 4 different characters. By the way, pricing is $49.99 all the way up to $69.99 USD. Anyways, so this is the guy I've been playing with. We'll get back to him first. We're going to check out the new characters, or give you guys an idea. First, we have the Imperial Soldier, a true bastion against chaos. Volan uses his shield and military strategies to turn his enemies' power against them. The more his attackers try to overwhelm him, the more effective he becomes, decimating hordes of the wretched creatures with formidable counterattacks. Now you'll notice something here. These are from the old world. So most of the Warhammer that you see is the 40k stuff. This is actually, they took a different tact and we're going old school, which is really cool. Now we got our High Elf Mage. Elven magic is known to be among the most dangerous weapons in skilled hands. Wow, what a name. And Elatineer wields it with rare dexterity. Adept at discharging torrents of pure magic on to his enemies, he is able to combine his powerful spells to control his components, thus devastating their ranks with ease. So he's basically our wizard. Now, here we go. This is my boy here. Slayers are formidable fighters who constantly seek tougher duels and ever more dangerous opponents. Brage. And yeah, he's got an Irish brogue. Brage is one such slayer, and certainly among the toughest. The longer the battle, the fiercer his rage, which fuels the strength of his blows as he cuts through hordes of enemies and withstands their attacks. Yeah, I really enjoy playing him so far. It's pretty cool, but you know, we've got our basic guys here. Imperial Soldier's tank, our wizard. Now we've got our scout, which of course is the outside attack, slayer, DPS, right in the center of it, which is what I like playing. Sinking between her enemies while sowing death in their ranks with grace and ferocity, Alyssa is a ruthless archer who prefers cunning over brutality. Her knowledge of nature allows her to call upon powerful allies and set lethal traps to control her opponents, while she finishes them off from afar with arrows and deadly poisons. Alrighty, here we are in the starting area. And in this area, as you're going through, this is the first chapter, and once you get it cleared, or you get most of it done, you start getting rid of armor by coming over to this guy. Now, eventually he's going to be our trade and relic hunt, but those, of course, are later in the development, which I would assume would be with the full release. And in here, basically, we have this is one of the hubs where you get various missions. I'm not sure how everybody else's story goes, but it does give you a backstory on old Bragi here. In this area also, you will unlock your stash. So like in a lot of games like Path of Exiles, you'll have a community stash. Your account will have one base thing, and then you can put things aside if you want for other characters, if you want to do different Titans builds and stuff as you're going through. So far, all the armor that I've been getting, though, has been for him. But I'm also playing in a single-player mode. And you can play up to all 4 characters at the same time. Co-op, you can do either local or online. So there is definitely multiplayer. And depending on how well this video does and how you guys smash it, I might just go through and play all these guys for you. I love the Warhammer stuff. Really dig this character here. So currently in the beta, that what we've been allowed to look at is the first chapter, chapter 1, and then down here chapter 2, which is in Prague, which is the second city you go to. There's only one more quest. So, I already did all of these quests to get my character, let's see, level 22. And I think they have a current cap of level 24. And then you can see we got a bunch of different stuff here. So, the chained axe, that is a special ability. Only he has. All the characters have those. And it's basically, he's not real fast. It's a way for him to get across from point A to point B. To get in the face of everything, because that's his job. This is the loadout screen. So you can see I've got headgear, and he'll come up with different types of headgear, chest, all the basics here. He is a two-handed wielder, so I would assume the tank dudes will have a shield and maybe a two-handed weapon. I don't know. Next up are basic skills. So you've got currently I've got a total of 49 points unlocked. And the first, let's see, this first tier here, most of these don't cost anything, right? So as you go through, you unlock them. It's not too hard. But then once you have to start watching your points, you have to watch how you actually do your build. So right now I've only got 1 point, but see my lead Savage Swing, which is my main attack. I do have it completely unlocked, but there's not even a difference of 100 fire damage on it. So instead, I built things with a lot of second tier things that do more damage. For instance, we have a strike the anvil where we jump forward, right? Yeah, we leap forward, smash the ground, blows up everything around me. This avenging charge, that is a powerful dash right through everything. Let's see. Now this one is Last Bastion, bumps our health and our energy gain. And again, because of the points that I have, you can only, you got to balance your points out. So, let's see. Then we have the Whirl of Blades. Oh, favorite if you ever played Diablo, the Barbarian. Something like that. And then let's see. We've got Cleaver. Sweeping blades inflict bleeding on enemies. And then as you keep going down, you get into God skills. Now, God skills are special things you can unlock. And currently, the one I'm using is Mountain's Wrath. It does take 6 of my points. So that's part of the reason things are geared the way that they are there. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. And then, so you see all of these, it's different jewels, the 60, 73, 14, 76. Those are all needed for this, which is our God skill tree. And you basically go through, just like most of these AARPG type games, you go through and you unlock things, right? So here is the Mountain's Wrath, which is the first one I unlocked. See, we've got Spite Smite, grants a damage bonus against enemies with low health. Death Wish, lower your health, more damage. Higher versions of it. Mountain's Wrath Superior. Oh man, I gotta go that far down to get to it. You see, I still have 4 favorite points I can put down, but I do not have enough of the blue gems. And you kind of got to get them as they drop. There is a way to get a bunch more of them, but that is your bloodlust, and that's something completely different. But, see, 3 is way over there. And hopefully they change this, and devs, if you happen to come across this, when you reset, please don't dump everything. Let us get our stuff back. If you're going to let us reset it, maybe pay for one reset so we can retry our build. I did that, and I lost so much stuff. My character is so much weaker because of it. Okay, so the other thing that you can do once you unlock this first area is an expedition. An expedition is you clear the area, so you got to kill everything. And that's our axe. That axe actually slows them down. But it does take a bit here. I want to make sure I've got enough characters before I start. Or enough guys. Oh, here we go. We got an event. It's a Chaos Assault. Resist enemy attacks to get experience and monsters. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Get some. Oh man, how long does the event go? So we got an extra 45 experience. Oh, and so many bad things are still happening. You have to constantly bring up your... Oh, did he... Oh, did they block that? Oh, wow, I didn't know they could do that. Let's do this, then. Now everybody's gonna die. Woohoo! And... those little red orbs you see me picking up, those are for my bloodlust. See, so we got some armor. So, ooh, 14% drop in our magic. One thing I noticed about our little guy here, hardest thing for me to do is keep magic up on him. So, even though the armor, some of the other stuff's good, we're going to pass. See what I mean? 18% down. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so a little bit less health. So that's just kind of a trade-off with armor. And there's those little fragments I was talking about that I need. But they set these expeditions up basically the same way they set up their questing. So it should basically just go through a bunch of stuff, kill a bunch of guys, and get some.
I must return to the fight.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way a little bit ahead here, and then when I get to a nice big nasty monster at the end, I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I thought I would show you an example here of our bloodlust when we set it off. You can see all the extra fragments that fell. So you want to, so they really encourage you to use the bloodlust as much as possible. In fact, they even promote it with the game materials itself. So, all right, hold on. We got more killing to do to get back to something really violent for you. All right, folks, here we go. Something really big and nasty. Let's see how we do. Start with the old bloodlust. Ooh, doggy. Well, that was nice and fast. All right. See if we get anything decent. Ooh, that's a nice bump, isn't it? We're going to go for that just because of the loot quality it's going to throw out. The funniest part about the dwarf is we can change his hair. Check it. Oh wow, look at that one at the very bottom. Looks like it's actually the best. And now we've got enough to go over here. And if you look real close, you can see how they're different colors. So I don't know if I should go down here and get more health. Oh, it doesn't matter. The beta ends today, so. But you can see you get a little bit of a bump each time that you use the jewels. But they run down real fast. C22. Don't have enough fragments. Alrighty, folks, so there you go. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you guys looking forward to playing this game? You guys want me to cover a full playthrough, give you breakdowns of characters and builds? Because I do have this guy built a very specific way. So you guys just let me know down in the comments. As always, I am the Rev. Keep your heads down. Your axe is up. And I'll see you again. Hopefully with more gameplay. In about a month or so. Anyways, folks, I'll see you again real damn soon.